I'm in section 3 of chapter 5. We left off on kind of a problem like this, finding a trig function value of an acute angle. All right, so here we have this right triangle ABC with these sides 725 and 4, hypotenuse is 25, and we found the sine, cosine, and tangent, right, of angle A and then of angle B. And what we noticed was that sine of B, which is opposite over hypotenuse, is the same thing as cosine of A, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. And it also turns out that when you look at tangent of A, which is opposite of A over adjacent, is the same thing as cotangent of B, which is adjacent of B over opposite. And you can do this with all of them. So what it turns out is these are called cofunctions. Now we have angle C is a right angle. That means that angle B and angle A are what you call complementary, right? They add up to 90. So if they add up to 90, if I know what B is, then I can find A, right, by taking 90, or the measure, right, of angle A, is 90 minus the measure of angle B. Right, same thing with B. Finding B, I take 90 and minus my measure of angle A. Right, same thing. So sine of B is 24 over 25. Well, that's the same thing as cosine of A. So I can rewrite, to find cosine of A, I can rewrite sine of B as in cosine of B cosine of 90 minus B. So sine of B, which is 24 over 25, is the same thing as cosine of 90 minus B. And 90 minus B, isn't that my A? Or this one. 90 minus B, isn't that my A? And they equal the same. So these are what you call cofunctions. So here are the cofunctions. So like I said, sine of A equals cosine of B. So sine of A is cosine of 90 minus A. So the rest of the cofunctions are, so if we do in terms of angle A, sine of A is cosine of 90 minus A. Right, because 90 minus A would be B, and sine of A and cosine of B are the same. And then you can say cosine of A is sine of 90 minus A, and then we can do tangent of A is cotangent of 90 minus A. And then you can also do the reciprocals, right? So you can say secant of A is cosecant of 90 minus A. And then flip it around. Cosecant of A is secant of 90 minus A. And then we can flip the tangent one. So cotangent of A is equal to 90, tan of 90 minus A. Okay, so really all you need is these three, right? Because then you just have to switch them around. Well, I mean, actually all you need is really this one and this one, right? So those are called cofunctions. So let's practice a couple. So here we go, cosine of 52. So cosine of 52 So cosine of A is equal to sine of 90 minus A. So A is my angle, right? So that'd be 52. So cosine of 52 is equal to sine of 90 minus 52. So the cofunction of cosine of 52 is sine of, 38? So these are two cofunctions. They will have the same answer. You can type those both into your calculator, and you can see that you'll get the same exact answer approximately. These both approximately equal 0.62. And so you can test that in your calculator. Tan, right? Tan of A is equal to cotangent of 90 minus A. My A is my angle, so tan of 71 is equal to cotangent of 90 minus 71. So that's 19, so cotangent of 19 is the cofunction of tangent. And then secant is equal to cosecant of 90 minus that angle 24. So 66, sorry. So cosecant of 66. I don't know why I put equals there. Cosecant of 66 is the same as secant of 24. So those are called cofunctions. These are very helpful when you get in later on in other chapters of finding just the different values of sine and cosine of 30, 60, and 90, and going around what we call the unit circle, and finding those cofunctions are very helpful. There's another thing that's very helpful as well, and we'll talk about that in probably in the next or maybe in a couple videos about reference angles. So cofunctions are very important. We can use those quite a bit as long and with reference angles as well. So let me do a problem for you. So on page 509 we have number 25 and we have number 27, and we're finding cofunctions. And we want to write the cofunctions of this one. So 25 is secant of 39. Remember, secant is related to cosine. And so secant, its reciprocal is cosine, but its cofunction relates to cosecant. Because remember, sine, or we'll do, I guess, the cosine of A is equal to sine of 90 minus A. Right, and the reciprocal of cosine is secant, and the reciprocal of sine is cosecant. So you can see how these kind of relate. So that'd be 90 minus A, and so here's my angle, here's my A, so secant of 39 is equal to cosecant of 90 minus 39. So 51. So the cofunction is cosecant of 51. So there's the answer to that one. Okay, and then we have number 27. Number 27 is looking at sine of 38.7. And so sine of A, the cofunction is cosine of 90 minus A. So sine of 38.7 equals cosine of 90 minus 38.7. And so that'd be 0.3, so that's 39. And then we get, so 51.3. So cosine of 51.3 is the cofunction of sine of 38.7. They'll have the same answer. Okay, so that's it for this video.